In this video, we want to find the volume of a parallelepiped. We're given the vectors r1 equals 4i minus 2j plus 6k, r2 is 3.5i minus 4.25k, and r3 is 2.5i plus 1.6j plus 2.2k. The formula for the volume of a parallelepiped will be the magnitude of r1 dot r2 cross r3. So the first thing to do is do the cross product and then the dot product, and then we find the magnitude of the final vector. So r2 cross r3, we're going to put ijk the first row, and then r2 comes first in here, so we put r2, and then r3 is last, so we put r3 last. We start out with I, and then we cross off the first row, first column, and we have 0, negative 4.25, 1.6, and 2.2 as a matrix. And then we move on to j, but we're going to alternate the sign. It's going to be negative j. Cross off the first row, second column. We have 3.5, negative 4.25, 2.5, and 2.2. And then we finish off with k. Alternate the sign, so it went from negative, now it's going to go back to positive. Have k outside, and then we cross off the first row, last column. So you have 3.5, 0, 2.5, and 1.6. So all we have to do is compute the determinant for each of these matrices. The first matrix determinant, just basically multiply the diagonals and subtract. We end up with 6.8 as the first one. The second matrix is negative 18.325, and the third one is 5.6. So putting it all together, r2 cross r3 in vector component form is 6.8 comma negative 18.325 comma 5.6. So the next step here is to take this vector and we do the dot product with r1. So r1 was 4, negative 2, 6. This is what we just calculated. We'll multiply the 4 and the 6.8, the negative 2 and the negative 18.325, and then the 6 with the 5.6. Add them and get 97.45. Now, the volume, you will need to do the absolute value. So for us, it doesn't really matter because 97.45 is positive already. In case you get a negative number, you just take the absolute value. And so for us, it's going to be 97.45 cubic units as a volume.